Hey y'all, my name's Renee and today I'm going to be unboxing the Byrna, which is also called the Ungun, some people call it. It's actually a non-lethal launcher. And what it launches is either pepper balls, some kinetic hard balls, or some eco-friendly balls as well. This is going to be a little more powerful, well, a lot more powerful than your regular paintball guns or anything like that. So you got to be very careful. People could still get hurt. Today I want to show you, for my very first one, I ordered the pink Byrna. I got the pink Byrna pepper kit. So we'll be going over the pepper kit. Oh, let me show you real quick what this all says here and on the back so you get an idea. Okay, so that's what we're going to go over today. Here it is, the Byrna. I'm super excited. I wanted to create this video because I don't see a lot of women making videos about the Byrna. I've seen different men speaking about it, and I haven't seen anything on the female version, which could be any color, but I happened to order the pink. I also liked the tan and the gray, so I really couldn't decide. But for my very first one, I want to go with the Byrna pink. So let's open it up. See what we have here. All right. Here's what comes in the kit. This is a really nice case too. Up here, looks like they have a pamphlet here that tells you all about the safety and everything you need to know about the Byrna launcher. And it looks like a pistol, but it is considered a launcher since it's not the same as regular ammo. Instead, you're going to be using projectiles. So you also get this, which tells all about it. Your membership card. And it's also going to come with one that you could put in your wallet. You put your serial number on there. So if you have any problems, you could show it in case anyone were to stop you. You could show it to an officer or anyone that it is not a regular firearm. It says it's less lethal protection, no permits required, no federal license required, no background checks. It's CO2 powered, and it's up to 60-foot range. That's really cool. You could even check it in baggage, but without the air cylinder. You cannot check that. All right. So here it comes with two magazines. One is already in the Byrna gun or Byrna launcher, whichever you want to call it. Here's one magazine. On the bottom, they have the red. And then the second magazine, on the bottom, there's black. Now I see in here, it comes with the two different colors. If you want to switch it out, I'm sorry, it's not a red, it's like an orange. But orange or red, both would symbol like live rounds, pepper rounds, the chemical, whether you're going to do pepper or the one that has pepper and tear gas. Some people use this in the round, like in this one, to show that it has a chemical agent in the launcher. And then the black ones could be your kinetic or your eco-friendly, so you know which ones you're putting in there. I've been reading up and doing research. Some people, they put both inside the magazine. So, or you could do one that's all kinetic. And then some pepper rounds. So let me show you what I mean here. So here it comes with pepper. These are your pepper balls here. The projectiles. So these are going to be like a pepper spray. So when it hits someone, it's going to hit like a mace or burst into a spray. So this one you do not want to use indoors, because not if you're in close range, because it will affect you. That is more for self-defense. It also comes with the Kinetic Projectiles, and this one you could shoot outside, anywhere in the backyard, garage, a gun range. And this is, since it's eco-friendly, it's going to dissolve with water, so you can hose it down or let the rain take care of it, and you don't have to worry about going and collecting all your eco-kinetics. And then, so this one's more for recreation and training, whereas your pepper is for just self-defense. And then we have the Kinetic Projectiles, the regular kinetic. Now these are for self-defense. It's going to hit them hard. And it's also for training, for you to test it out and get your practice in. So what I was saying about the magazines, some people will load all kinetics. Like for instance, if you're in the house for the night, you want to make sure your magazine's loaded. But if anyone were to come in or you need it for any reason, you wouldn't want any pepper rounds in there if you don't have a long enough space to where you have to worry about that affecting you. So you could stick to your kinetic rounds, or there's a couple of other ones on the website that you could use as well. There's all different projectiles, but I happen to have these 3 types right now. So I would fill one magazine with all of these. So at nighttime, I would put this in my launcher. And then during the day, the other magazine, what some people do, you could load with all your pepper rounds. You could load with another one. It's called the Max projectile, which has tear gas plus pepper spray. Or the ones that I have is just the pepper. So there's all different ones. You could look on their website at Byrna Technologies. So the other magazine, what a lot of people do, I hear, is after they put in their pepper rounds, at the very top, they'll add 1 or 2 hard kinetics. And that's just because if it happened to leak out, since one goes into the chamber, you don't want to be affected by the gas or anything if it happens to leak out. So some people do it that way just in case. So you have a hard one on top. You could add either 1 or 2. Some people do it just as like, okay, the hard one's going to be the warning. And if they don't get it then they're getting hit with the pepper one. And that's going to do some damage. Okay. Here we have the CO2. This is what you're going to put in that gives it the power. Something cool is, okay, on the magazines, they have a little Allen wrench type thing right here, if you could see it, right here on the end, and that's how you're going to put your CO2 into the launcher. So if you see right here, you would just untwist this. So I'm going to show you what I've been watching, how to set this up. I'm not going to put it in there now because this is just kind of an unboxing. So this comes off. See how it's empty in here? Well, you would go ahead and drop it in like this. Boom. Once your CO2 is in, you would then put this back together. But now you don't want to tighten this too tight. You just want to go to where it's flush, but not too tight. So I would go right about there. See that? Okay, so that's how you do that. Let's see, let's talk about the launcher now. I got the SD. This is the Byrna SD pink. If you see here, there's a safety switch. Right now it's on safe. You flip it down, it's gonna fire. And it's on both sides. So whether you're left, right-handed, you're able to flip that switch down with your thumb and you're ready to go. Another thing, here, let me show you also. There's only a button on one side to eject the magazine, okay? So once you push that to eject it, you just go back in. Once you put it in and it's loaded, push it in, One's going to automatically go up in the chamber, one of your projectiles. This button here will pop up showing that it's live and in the chamber. If you are not going to use it yet or you're done shooting, drop your magazine out. If the chamber's still up here, that means there's a live round in there. So all you do is push this down, it'll pop out, and you're done. And everything's safe. All right. What else do we have here? So that's the launcher. I think we pretty much went over everything. You could add a light kit here, which you could add the flashlight and also a laser, so you have better accuracy with your shooting. Oh, another thing. Once you put the CO2 in, and this is on safe, as soon, even though it's on safe, as soon as you click the trigger, as soon as you pull it, it's going to puncture the CO2, which means you then only have 24 hours to use it, the CO2. With the CO2 in this Byrna launcher, you could shoot between 4 to 5 magazines. So you're getting maybe 20 rounds. 25. Yeah, 20. I think 25 would be the most, is what I heard that you could get out of these. So, yes. So if it's on safe, and once you put your CO2 and your rounds in there, don't pull the trigger. If you're not using it yet, don't pull the trigger. As long as it's loaded, CO2's in here, your projectiles, you could leave your gun, put it in your purse, put it in a holster, put it on your nightstand, put it in a safe, and it'll be ready anytime. You can use it whenever, months from now. If you happen to pull the trigger with the safety on, it's going to puncture the CO2. Again, you would have to use it within 24 hours. There's not going to be any more CO2 left. It's just going to leak out. What else? Or, okay, so let's say you're ready to use it. You're going to go shoot, do some target shooting. You have the option, one of two ways to get started. A lot of people leave it in safe mode, pull it. This way they puncture the CO2, and then they drop it to fire and just start shooting. And you already punctured the CO2, so it's just going to start shooting. Another way to do it, you don't have to puncture it first. You could just have everything ready to go, flip it to fire, and just start shooting. But the first shot that comes out, since it has to puncture it too, is just not going to be, they say it's not going to be as strong. So the first one may be a little slower. Then after that, it's going to start going quicker and do more damage. So again, you could either keep it on safety, pull the trigger, puncture CO2, drop it to fire, start shooting, or leave everything how it is, drop it to fire right away, and start shooting. And that will also puncture it. And that's about it. When you're done, drop your magazine out, pop this down, make sure the gun's clear, and you're good to go. Anyhow, I really love it. Let's see here. Again, the Byrna SD in pink. Love this. And on the top it says indicator will pop up in the position when loaded. We talked about that. Warning, this could fire without magazine as well. So you still have to be careful, just like a regular firearm. And that's about it for today. I was just very excited to do a little opening video to tell y'all about the pink Byrna. And I'll probably upload some more videos doing some target practice or whatnot. Because again, I haven't seen any ladies doing this yet. I haven't seen any reviewing it yet. So I love it. I'm into all self-defense items. I have all different things. I have the mace guns, pepper sprays, stun guns, pretty much a lot of stuff. So this is just amazing. So excited about this. I'm also into regular firearms as well. It's just for what I'm going to carry on me. I prefer to have something a little less lethal, just so I feel a little better and safer about using it and carrying it and not worrying, being a mom and all. It's just I feel safer carrying something that I know, okay, I could actually use this and not get into any messy situations. And then, like I said, I still have my regular firearms for at home and whatnot and everything else. So that's about it. I love it, love it, love it. And thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed.